Hello students, good morning. I'm Prem Gupta, your English teacher. Dear students, in the previous classes we were discussing the chapter 15 of your English grammar, that is tenses. Dear students, in the previous class we have read the kinds of tenses and the sub kinds of each tenses. Present tense, past tense and future tense. These are the three main tenses and each tenses have four sub kinds: indefinite, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous tense. Students, we were discussing in the previous classes about present indefinite tense, in which we have discussed already the affirmative sentences. Dear students, each tense also contains the three types of sentences: affirmative sentences, negative sentences and interrogative sentences. So students, in the previous class we have read about affirmative sentences. Okay, dear students, this is the structure you all have read and you all have written in the previous class, but once again I'm going to tell you the structure of affirmative sentences. You can see there will be subject and then after verb, and dear students, I have also told you that if the verb is singular, okay, we add SRES. If the subject is singular, if your subject is singular, then we will add SRES to the verb. If your subject is plural, then you will not add SRES to the verb. Okay, so keep in your mind, if your subject is singular, then you will add SRES to the main verb. If your subject is plural, then you will not add SRES to the plural, to the verb. Okay students, example I had also given in the previous class, but once again I am going to tell you. You have already written, those who have already written, they will avoid writing, they will not write. Just see, suppose that I have written here Mohan. Mohan is a subject, it denotes what? Singular. The number of this word is singular. And suppose that I have written here verb, play, that is main verb. And as I have told you that if your subject is singular, Mohan is what? Mohan is singular, therefore we will add here as, for making singular. Okay, so students, keep in your mind, in noun we add SRES for making plural, but in verb we add SRES to make singular. Okay students, you keep in your mind always. So here the verb, the subject is singular, therefore there will be also verb will be singular. Okay, so what would be the sentence? Mohan plays. Then after you, if you want to add object, then you can also mention here, plays cricket. Okay, and now you can see the structure. That is your subject, that is your verb, and in the verb you have added here as, and that is your object. Okay students, so keep in your mind, there will be subject, verb. If the verb is if the subject is singular, we will add SRES to the verb. If subject is plural, then we will not add SRES to the plural verb. Then after object, then after full stop. Okay, one more example we can see of plural, children. Yes, students, child is singular, but the children is plural, and that is plural. And if you want to write play, that is your verb, and we will not add here SRES because it is already plural. Okay, children play cricket. Okay, then after full stop. So students, one thing is common, that you have to remember that if your subject is singular, then you will add SRES to the verb. If your subject is plural, then you will not add SRES to the verb. Okay, so you all have written it, no need to write. Those who did not write, they can write. And now we will discuss, today we will discuss the negative structure, okay, and interrogative structure of present indefinite tense. Okay students, so I am going to erase it. I hope that you all have understood. So students, put the heading negative sentences. In the previous classes we have read affirmative sentences and I have also revised today. And so just see, next heading you put negative sentences. Negative sentences. Just see. Dear students, you have to keep in your mind there are two helping verbs, does and do. And we use does with the singular subject. If you want to write, can write with singular subject. Okay. And we use do with plural subject. Okay. If you want to keep in your mind, you can keep. Just see. Does we use for singular subject and we use do with the plural subject. And now you can see the structure. Okay students, I'm going to write the structure directly. Just see. Subject will be there. Okay. Then after do or does according to the subject. As I have told you, if your subject is singular, then you will use does. If your subject is plural, then you will use do. Okay. First of all, there will be subject, then after do or does according to the subject, then after not. Because that is negative sentence, therefore you will add here not. Okay. Subject do or does according to the subject, then after not, then after verb. Okay. That is first form of the verb. You will not add s or es to the verb. Okay students, keep in your mind, in affirmative sentences you will add s or es to the verb if the subject is singular. But here in negative sentences you will not add s or es to the verb either the subject is singular or the plural, because I have already used here the helping verb for that. Okay, we will use the helping verb does for singular subject and we will use the helping verb do for the plural subject. Okay students, so keep in your mind, there will be subject, there will be helping verb do or does, then not, then verb first form. Okay, first form means main form of the verb. Okay, then after if there is object, you will also add object. Okay, then after full stop you will add. Okay, so keep in your mind, this is your structure. Just see, write down this structure. Subject do does plus not, then verb first form, then object. Okay, we can see the example also. Just see, we can see the example. Subject is he. Okay, with the subject he we will use, I have already told you, that is singular, and with the singular we will add does. Just see, he does not play. Play is first form of the verb cricket. cricket. Okay, so you can see here that is your subject, and according to subject I have used here does, then after not, then after first form of the verb, then after object. Okay, one more example we can see. Just see, children is plural and therefore we will use the helping verb do. Okay, children do not play cricket. Okay, just see, children do not play cricket. Here the word children is plural, therefore I have used here the helping verb do, and then after not, then after play, verb, first form of the verb, then after cricket, then after full stop. Okay students, so write it in your copy. Just see, that is your subject, then after do does, then after not, then after verb first form, then after object. And you can see also example, he does not play cricket, children do not play cricket. Okay students, just write down, and after completing it you will put the heading interrogative sentences. Okay, put the heading interrogative sentences. I'm going to erase it. I hope that you all have written. Dear students, if you are getting any kind of problem, you may ask on WhatsApp. Okay. So just see the next sentences, interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences. Dear students, in the interrogative sentences, there are two types. You all have read in the previous class that there are two types of interrogative sentences. First, ethnotype. Okay. First is ethnotype, whose answer can be given in one words, and that starts with the helping verb. Okay. And now, and another is WH type, that start with the WH word. So there are two types of interrogative sentences, and we will also construct structure on the basis of ethnotype and on the basis of WH. So just see, first of all, we will discuss the ethnotype of interrogative sentences that is used in the present indefinite tense. Just see, you all know that we use do with the plural subject, we use just with the singular subject. Okay, then after your subject will be there. Okay, then after, if there is negative word, then you will put. If there is not negative word, then you will not put. So just see, first of all, in yes no type sentence, you will use the helping verb do or does according to the subject. Then after verb, you see, and that is the first form of the verb. There will be no s. We will not add s to the verb. Okay. Then after object, then after question mark. Dear students, in the interrogative sentences, we will not use the full stop at the end of the sentence. We will use the interrogative marks at the end of the sentence. So you can see the structure. Do or does, then after subject. And one thing, keep in your mind, I have not written here, if the interrogative sentence is written in negative, then there will be not after the subject. Okay. And then after first form of the verb, then after object, then after question mark. We can see the example. Just see. First example we can see, do you. Distance you is plural, therefore we will use the helping verb do. Okay, do you, that is your subject, and now just see verb, and that would be the first in first form, in the main form. Okay, we will not add here SRES. Then after cricket we can mention, football we can mention, any object we can mention. Then after question mark, just see, do you play cricket? We can give the answer in one word, yes or no. Therefore that is no type interrogative sentence of present indefinite tense. Okay, so keep in your mind, there is helping verb do or does according to the subject you. I have used here helping verb do according to the subject you, and then after verb first form, then after object. Okay. Another sentence we can see. Does Mohan read book? Does Mohan read book? Just see. Does Mohan read book? You can see here Mohan is subject and that is singular. Therefore, we will use here does. And then after subject you can see. Then after verb. Then after object. Then after question mark. Does Mohan read book? You can give the answer in one word, yes or no. Therefore, that would be also yes no type interrogative sentence. Okay, students. So you write it and come to the next. Yes, students, in interrogative sentences there are two types, yes no type and WS type. First of all, you will write yes no type, and now we will discuss the WS type. Okay, students, I hope that you all have written. So I am going to erase it, and now we will discuss the yes no type or WS type. Just see, students. Another sentence we can see. B, that is WS type. WS type. Okay. And just on WS type of sentences are those which start with the WH word, such as what, when, how, okay, where, which, etc. So we will discuss the structure of it. Then first of all, we will use the WH word. Okay. In WH type sentence, we will use the WH word. First of all, you will use the WH word. Then after, you will use do or does according to the subject. Okay, if your subject is singular, then you will use does. If your subject is plural, then you will use do. Okay, then after verb. Okay, then after first form of the verb. Yes, students, one thing again keep in your mind. If there is negative, also mention negative interrogative sentences are there, then you will use not after the subject. But we are reading pure interrogative sentences, then we will not use negative word here. Okay, but in case if any negative word is given in the word sentences, then you will also consider it. Okay, we can also put the negative word not after the subject. Just see, WH word, then after do does, then after subject, then after first form of the verb, then after object, then after question mark. You can see this is your structure, and you will also write this structure and learn it and keep in your mind. Example we can see. First example, you see, where is what? WH type of word. You see, where, do, they, leave. Where do they live? There is not object, then you will not add object here. Just see, where is what? WH type of word, and they is what? Subject, and according to the subject we will use the helping verb. Okay, you can see here that is plural, therefore we will also use the helping verb do. Okay, then after verb first form, there is not object, then you will not write here. Okay, just see one more sentence. When When is also WH type of word. And when does, just see, when does see, the word see subject is singular, therefore we will use here does. When does she go to school? You can also, here we can see also object. Just see, when is what? WH word. Then after subject see, and according to the subject I have used here just before the subject does. When does she walk? First from go, then after object is go. Just see, you can see here example, where do you live? Okay, when does she go to school? That is your WH type interrogative sentences, and this is the structure and these are the examples. You write it in your notebook. Okay students, so in this way today we have discussed negative structure. We have also discussed the affirmative structure, although we have read it in the previous classes, but today again we have read affirmative sentences, negative sentences and interrogative sentences of present indefinite tense. Okay students, so in this way we have completed the topic present indefinite tense. Okay students, if you are getting any kind of problem, you may ask on WhatsApp. In the next class we will discuss the present continuous tense or exercises based on it. Yes students, your homework is to complete the exercises which is given at the page number 68. Okay, you will try to complete it. If you are getting any kind of problem, you may ask. Okay students, that's all for today. Thank you.